Having a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, have a new way to get help.
Hal Eisner is live at the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Agency in Century City, and Hal, we know they do amazing work there.
Yeah, a lot of people do amazing work here. This is the call center at the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Agency. You'll notice that a lot of the cubicles here are empty. That's because the operators this shift are actually working from home remotely. If you called 988, an operator in a center like this or working remotely will answer and make every effort to try to help you or a loved one. Sometimes it makes all the difference in the world. But then there are other times, like what happened to the brother of Rick Mogul.
He drove to the coast, checked into a motel.
And that's where Rick Mogul says his 48-year-old brother Ed died by suicide. That was in 2003, long before there was a 988. A national lifeline.
988 is where you call when somebody's having a mental health crisis or a suicide crisis moment, for someone to call, either the person having the crisis or a loved one or a neighbor saying, hey, she needs help, he needs help.
Representative Tony Cardenas at the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Agency to promote 988, create more awareness, and campaign for more long-term funding to make sure it lasts a long time. It's been a month. Has it made a difference?
Yes, it's made a difference.
In what way?
The call volume on 988 is up. Remember, 988 didn't exist, but the call volume on the local 800 numbers or the national numbers, etc., are all now in one network, and that call volume is up. What that means is government needs to step up to make sure that we find funding mechanisms to make sure that people can hire more professionals and make sure when somebody calls, they're going to get the help they need.
One of those who answers calls at the D.D. Hirsch Call Center is Carla Zenteno. She's been trying to help talk people to safety for 6 years, and she says it's helped a lot.
I believe 90% of our callers are able to stay safe for today. And then the ones that do present high risk, then we're able to dispatch emergency services for them.
Like L.A. County psychiatric mobile response units that can be dispatched with a mental health team to respond when needed. The hope is that 988 will become as easy to remember as 911. Back to the tragic case of Ed Mogul.
Could 988 have made a difference in his case?
I don't think so. He was set on ending his pain. There are some people that we just can't reach. If his wife used it, maybe.
I think the message here, Alex and Christine, is pretty simple. 988 is an important number to learn and remember. Back to you.